Hi everyone, today we're going to make a card using one of the canvas projects. So nice and easy because it's all done for you. If you've not used canvas before, this is going to be no problem at all. We are going to do a search on the projects for Mother to pull up any Mother's Day projects they have on there, which they have a few. We're going to make this card today, so just click it to open it, and then you just click each element to transfer it across to your mat. If there's any elements you don't want, because you like say for the flowers that you want to use die cuts or whatever, just don't transfer them, just take the elements that you want. And when you've got everything you want, just close that off and everything is on the mat. Initially I'm going to do a bit of grouping just to make moving things around a bit easier. So I'm going to highlight the first one I want in the group, press shift, highlight the last one and do a right click and group those together. And I'm going to close those up. And I'm going to see if I can grab those and move them. I'm going to group all the little flowers together. So highlight the top, shift, highlight the bottom, right click, group. That's all my flowers grouped together. I'm just going to move those out of the way. We've got our watering can. We've got our text and our shape to cut. So I am going to pull that one into the group. So highlight it, move it. That is now part of that group. So I'm going to pull that one down. We've got our little frame. Oh, well, that didn't work, did it? Let's go back a bit. 1, 2. Just for the sake of it, the machine's running a little slow, so you have to bear with it. And we're going to highlight the whole group and move that. So if you do anything that you think, oh no, that's not quite right, there's always the undo button up here. You can get back to where you were. Okay. So what I wanted to get to was this element here, which is this one. I have already cut this one because I didn't want you to have to sit and watch 8 minutes of cutting, because it's very intricate and it just has to take a while. So we're going to toggle the visibility on that and turn it off. So we're going to ignore that that's there, but obviously you will send it to your machine and cut it if you want that element. So I'm going to send these over all at once because I won't be able to switch the camera backwards and forwards, but you could send them colour by colour, however you wanted to do it. So I'm going to send them all, transfer them all to the machine, apart from the one that I've already done. Okay. I'll do a quick switch over to the machine. Okay. So it's just finished cutting that first element. And we're going to OK to delete all patterns. Retrieve data off the internet, the cloud, I should say. And there's all our elements. So I'm going to save to the machine so that I know it's all there. Okay, and now I am going to delete the pieces I am not going to be cutting at this point, which is everything except the square. And I've got a full sheet of paper, so I don't have to do any scanning, and I'm just going to cut that. First piece is cut. Okay. So I can say finish cutting, delete everything on there and retrieve the data again, or you can retrieve it from your saved data, so whichever you prefer. We're going to select this one and delete it because we've already cut it. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw and cut the flowers and leaves. Not draw the flowers and leaves, draw the sentiment and cut the flowers and leaves, if I can fit this on. So let's let me just modify my. So the card that I'm putting on the machine is all the same type of card. If you've got anything that you're doing which is a bit thicker or a bit thinner, then I would suggest do them separately, because you could end up cutting a bit deep. So the ones I'm not going to do is that frame. So I'll delete the frame and I'll delete the watering can. So I'm going to do a quick scan. We're going to put the sentiment up on this white piece, the leaves on the green, and the flowers on the pink. Okay, and the first thing we're going to do is draw our sentiment. So I have got the 3D thumbprints holder. I've got a green pen, which I'm not sure if it's going to run out or not, so we're going to give it a go, and if it's not any good, we'll just do it again. So take that out, pop my pen in, and we're going to start to draw. So see if you can see that, and we'll see if it works or not. I'm just going to have a quick drink. Okay, that's come out quite nice, so I'm quite happy with that. We'll take this out. Put our blade back in, and I'm going to select to cut. So this is only going to take 2 minutes. And then we've just got our other 2 elements to do. Oh, I'll pause that. Decided to do a bit of moving there, so let's get that down a bit firmer if we can. I'm just going to delete the Mother's Day cut because we don't want to do that again. And I'm just going to take that off. Just get it out the way. And then we'll try that again. I'm just selecting to cut again. Just hold it to I'm not pressing down or anything, I'm just holding it just in case it starts to slip. I do need to get myself another mat at some point. Oh, that one's decided to slide as well. So I'll try and I'm just going to delete the flowers because they've cut okay. And we'll try again. So if your paper does slip or card slips, just hit the pause button on the machine and it will stop, and you can rectify the situation, whether that's another mat or pressing the card down a bit firmer. Like I say, my mat's not overly sticky, so I do need to purchase a new one at some point, but can't always get what we want immediately, I'm afraid. So right, I'm just going to remove these elements that we've done. So I'm just removing the little flowers. Pop those over there. And remove the leaves. And we are onto our last pieces. So we'll say OK. OK to delete all. Retrieve again once more. Hopefully this will go a little better. So we can do it. Edit. we're going to delete that one, delete those, delete that, and we're just going to, I might come over this way, this might be a little bit more sticky over here, you never know. I'm going to put a bit of holographic on there, and we're going to hope for the best. So we're doing okay, okay. We're going to cut that one. Oh, sorry, you didn't see that very well. That's our last two pieces cut. I'll get those off. And then we're over to the desk to do the assembly. Okay, so here we are with all our bits and pieces cut. I have run this element through embossing folder just to add a bit of texture to it. It has made it a little bit thin, so I also cut another piece just to back it onto, made it a little bit long, so I'm just going to slice off a little bit, but it will just make it a little bit more stable for our card. So the first thing I'm going to do is stick it on. So just it'll also give it a little bit of dimension of the card. So I'm just going to stick that on there. Give that a couple of minutes to dry. I've also got my 5x7 card base. This is a pre-made one, but if you want to make one, it's cut a piece of 10x7, score down the middle at 5, and you've got your 5x7 card base. I have also cut a couple more of this element, a couple more of this element to give them a little bit of dimension rather than using foam pads. So I will find my glue and layer these up. So just adds a little bit of dimension. let that dry there. Get that piece of glue off. And then I'll stick these two. Yes. Let's pop that up there for now. I'm going to put a bit of shape into the flowers, I think. So there. So I'm only going to just give them a little bit of a shape in the leaves. Go. Put those to one side. So let's bring the card back in, and we can stick our decorative element down. Let me just get our little straggler there that we don't want. That's the only one. Oop. Oh, if you're wondering what the site there is, it's for the Papercraft fans page, and you can get a free digital magazine with loads of lovely projects in, all sorts of projects. So whether you're into mixed media or your fabric or scrapbooking, card making, it's there's elements of everything in there, so worth having a look. Right, so we'll stick our decorative layer on. We'll pop our watering can on. Just there. And we're going to have our sentiment at the top there. So we'll get that stuck on. This piece first. A few dots of glue there. put that on at a little bit of an angle. And now we get our little flowers and leaves on, which let's see what we're going to do first. Badger's just woken up. And we're going to have our flowers on like that. So let's get the leaves on first. I'm still getting used to these tweezers. They're new ones and I've not had these reverse tweezers before. I keep forgetting to press to release the... So I then can't understand why the element keeps coming back up, and it's because I still have hold of it. Old brain taking a while to get to grips with that. Okay, let's get a few of the flowers on and we'll tuck the leaves in, the last of the leaves in later if we want them. So a couple flat. And I do have these tiny you know what they're all called and I can't think of it. Foam pads. Terrible. So let's see if raising up a few is the way to go. In there, I think. Just pop that under there a little bit. I think we'll do one more. Rabbit's snoring, but it's quite quiet at the minute, so hopefully you can't hear him. Do I want another piece of green in there? Probably needs it. I'm just going to pop it down there like that. And then we've got some Oh, there's another bit of green there. I might just do that last bit of green. Let's take that off. Pop that in there like that. We've got some little pearls for the middles. Right, that one there. Under there. I think there's one last one there. And that's done. So there's all our little middles. Just need to get some of that glue off of there. Then we'll get it onto our card base. I might put a couple of 3 dots up there, I think. Just to finish it off. And there we have it. Start to finish, apart from a bit of cutting and a bit of embossing. Mother's Day card. Very pretty, I think, and very easy. So that's it for this time, and I'll see you again. Thanks for watching. Bye.